Your AI agent just gave a confidently wrong answer. And it's not because the model is dumb. It's because your agent has no memory, no grounding, and no way to recall what it learned 5 minutes ago. That gap has a fix, and it starts with a vector database. Here's the problem in plain terms. Large language models are frozen in time. They don't know your company's internal docs, your customer history, or the article you published yesterday. When an agent needs that knowledge, it has two choices: hallucinate or retrieve. Retrieval means converting your documents into embeddings, numerical fingerprints of meaning, storing them in a vector database, and pulling back the most relevant chunks at query time. Without that layer, your agent is improvising. With it, your agent is reasoning over real, current, specific information. So let's talk about wiring that up, because this is where LangChain and CrewAI take genuinely different paths. LangChain treats the vector store as a first-class citizen. You pick a backend, Chroma, Pinecone, Weaviate, Face, instantiate it, and hand it to a retriever object. That retriever plugs directly into chains and agents through a clean, standardized interface. In practice, you write something like a Chroma instance from your documents. Call as_retriever with a search type and a k value for how many chunks to return, and LangChain handles the embedding calls and similarity search under the hood. CrewAI comes at this from the opposite direction. It's built around roles, tasks, and collaborating agents, so memory isn't an afterthought. It's baked into the Crew itself. CrewAI ships with built-in short-term, long-term, and entity memory that quietly uses embeddings behind the scenes. For custom knowledge, you attach knowledge sources or wrap a vector store as a tool that any agent in the Crew can call. The philosophy is different. LangChain gives you a retriever you compose manually, while CrewAI gives you a memory system you configure and mostly trust to run. I tested both against the same task. Answer questions over a 300-page technical manual using the same embedding model and the same Chroma backend. LangChain won on control. I could tune the chunk size, swap the search strategy to maximum marginal relevance, and inspect exactly which passages fed the model. When retrieval went wrong, I could see why and fix it in one line. The trade-off was verbosity, more setup, more moving parts to manage myself. CrewAI won on speed to a working multi-agent system. I had a researcher agent and a writer agent sharing retrieve context in a fraction of the code. The memory persisted across tasks automatically, which felt almost magical for collaborative workflows. But when a retrieval was off, debugging was harder. The abstraction that saved me time also hid the machinery I needed to diagnose the failure. Less transparency is the price of more convenience. So what should you reach for? If you're building a single, tightly controlled retrieval pipeline where accuracy is everything, LangChain's explicit retriever gives you the scalpel. If you're orchestrating several agents that need shared, evolving memory and you value momentum over fine-grained control, CrewAI gets you there faster. The honest answer is that many production teams use both. CrewAI for orchestration, LangChain retrievers wrapped as tools inside it. They're complements more often than rivals. That's the core comparison, but the real performance gains come from what happens inside the vector database itself. And that's exactly what I'm covering next. Tomorrow I'm breaking down chunking strategies and metadata filtering that cut my agent's wrong answers nearly in half. So subscribe right now and you won't miss the retrieval tuning guide that makes everything you just learned actually work.